Hi guys, it's me Karen, and we've come back to do the second part, or another part of the page that we started yesterday. Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. Just a refresher that we're doing this in 4 different colors: the green, blue, pink, and purple. And we did the frog yesterday. So here's our little froggy, and he's got glitter on him too. There you can see a little bit of it, and it goes up his wings. So part 1 is that. We're going to do the bottle or the air or something here today. I'm only doing one portion of the page at a time. So like frog, one bottle, you know, that kind of thing. If I get to the other side of the page, we can do a couple bottles at the same time. But like this smoke that comes out the top is going to take some time. And I'm just trying to take it easy because of the smoke we have out in our air. It's not a great time for doing long videos. So I'm going to get out my little pouch here that has all my pencils in it. I have the green ones out, so I'll leave those out. I have one purple pencil. I had brought out the pinks that I use with the black raspberry for his tummy, and then just the green colors that we normally have out. So I'm going to pull out the rest of my pinks. I've kind of put a little teeny dot of color on these bottles of how I want to color them in. I'm going to get out the blues too in case I decide to go up the blue smoke area. Oh yes, that's a nice long one. Could use a shorter one though. Okay, where's black raspberry? There we go. I don't know. Sometimes I get a whole bunch of these different pink ones in here and I don't know which ones are which. And I think I have all the blues, all the greens, but I don't have the purple ones. So we gotta get out the purple. Purples. Yeah, a very tiny gray lavender. I think I have to get some new pencils here. Raisin. Okay, that's the purple. All right. Now we just have to figure out which dot I put down here on this bottle, because that bottle will be done and this smoke will be done. And if I did this one in pink, I will have to definitely check out the pinks. So what I'm going to do is get the camera down and we'll start at it. Okay, so we've decided, or at least I have, I shouldn't say we, because I didn't ask anybody. This one's going to be pink, this bottle, and this one is going to be purple. The smoke is going to be blue. And then we will deal with the stuff on the other side of the page. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is this bottle here. I think I have everybody sharpened good enough here for that. And we're just going to get you down just a little bit more here. You can see the glitter on our froggy here now. Move that off the desk. There. We're going to start at the base and then work our way up. I have out all the pinks that I've used in the past. And I'm going to bring in the Dusty Rose or Dusty Bay. Why don't we try to read the pencil right? Does that say Dusty anywhere? No. Rosy Beige and a little Henna. I know you can't read that, but that's what it says. They didn't print this one terribly good. It's 1031 as a base color, and then we're going to bring in the other colors to go on top. I did this in the giant butterfly that I had done, and since this page is kind of close to the butterfly in here, I'm just going to use these colors as the base. So first off, the Rosy Beige. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to do a light coat. So how is everybody today? I'm going to keep these pencils separate. One thing about round-barreled pencils, they like to roll, especially if your desk is not, you know, totally flat. Mine is not. Mine has been through a lot. Okay, so we're just going to go around with that first. Kind of go up on the little sides here. And when I do bottles, I leave this kind of work black. So just keep that in mind, that there's going to be black. These will be done in glitter, so we don't need much in there. Then down here, black is the loops. And I don't know if I'm going to do the bottom, probably in black also, so I'll leave that alone for now. Then we'll work our way up here. And we'll bring the book down so you can see the upper part. It's a tall bottle. Again, when I'm coloring, I'm not using the tip. If you notice how flat that's getting, I'm just using that edge right there. It's just the way I like to color. I know a lot of people use the tip and do a lot of little circles. I have tried that. I find this just is easier for me. I get a smoother application of the color for the way I color. And, you know, we're supposed to be having fun when we color, so I'm just going to do what is easiest for me. Okay, this is probably going to be, well, this is going to be black. I guess we can color this in the pink. I'm just going to put the pink on one side here. It's not even pink, it's clay rose, but you know what I mean. And that's going to be black, that's going to be black. And then we'll do in here. That'll be black, and out here will be black. Okay. Now on this, whatever that is, middle of the jar. Okay. Okay, now we're going to bring in the henna. And we're going to go around the edges here. Bring that up. The base of the, I don't want to get you up here so you can see what I'm doing. I look at the camera a little more often. Sorry about that. I want the bottom of the bottle be the darkest, so there will be other colors coming in here, but I just want to get this base color down. Around this edge we want to get a little darker, but not too dark, because we want to add in some raspberry in here. So how's everybody doing? Did I already ask that? If I did, well, answer me again. Other than the smoke around here, and of course every day occurrences of stuff that go wrong, we're doing all right. Just going to go around the edges on all of these and work our way up. Okay. Just a tall bottle, so you just have to keep going. It looks kind of funny when you're first working on it, kind of going, oh, this looks not very well blended, but they'll get there. One thing about Prismas, if you put too much pressure on them in the beginning, you won't be able to layer in a whole lot of color on them, because they'll already get a nice coverage of the wax. Just going to go on one half of this stuff, make it easier. Okay. Just going to go over and make sure I have enough color, and we didn't even do the bottom yet, so we got to get that done. Okay, something like that. I'm going to bring back in the rosy beige. Go over that and bring the rosy beige up a little bit farther. Okay, now we're going to bring in a little of the clay rose. Oh, there we go. Clay rose and the number. All these pencils will be listed in the description box. So I'm just going to bring that in there a little bit. up here. It's going to go up on one side, I think. This is going to knock down some of that bright pink a little bit. I'll be using an eraser to go over those little scallops there. And then we're going to turn the book, and I'm going to use it on the bottom in each of these circles, so you can see that. Okay. We're going to bring in, yep, turn it around, light peach, and pull that up into the center area here. You can see the bottom. Okay, then we're going to bring in the black raspberry. I need to get that a little flatter on the edge here, so I'm just going to go over on another piece of paper and flatten that edge out a little bit. So you can go dark or heavy pressure down around the sides, and then when you're coming in, just use light. So you get a touch of that color on there. I can take that piece of paper out. We're not working on that side yet. Detail work, we're just going to put the point right in there and get that nice and dark, and then lighten it as you come across. And again, we will erase those little marks so we can get a black in there. And then down here we'll do the same thing. So heavy pressure and then just lightly touch the paper. Just a little bit of that color on there. With the Prismas, it'll just gently glide over the other wax parts. All the way down. Do this. And we'll bring in a little clay rose down in there. You can bring that color out a little bit. You're going to put some pressure on it. I'm going to pull that color right out into the other one, blend it up. Not in there again. Okay, go back in with our peach. Blend that up better. And yes, I'm putting on pretty heavy pressure here. Get that to blend a little better. Okay, we have a little, I don't know, kind of a dark spot there that I don't care for. So I'm going to erase it. Okay, and then just go back in with the peach. Lighten that up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in a little bit of black, if I can find my black around here somewhere. There we go. Turn the book a little bit. We're going to add the black right around these corners and go over these lines again. right in the corner and bring it out. Line. We want to see them just in the corners where it should be the darkest. Anywhere you want to re-see those lines, just go over them, because pencils do have a wax base and they'll cover up your sharp lines. Okay, now you see what it's done there. We're going to just go over all that little bit of black with the black raspberry and pull it up a little bit, just so it's not a sharp black when we go down. But I want it that dark all the way down, so we're going to add the black in. Yep, I went out of the lines, so erase a little bit of that. Go back in with your black raspberry and go over the black. Blend those two colors together. I didn't do any at the bottom and I should. It's a little harder for me to see. Put a little shadow in here too. Black raspberry again. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is bring in a little white. I want a little lighter here, so I'm just going to bring it over. One a little lighter here, maybe just under here. So wherever you want it a little lighter. And I want to make sure I have it all covered. So if I didn't have, I'll just blend that a little better. If I didn't have any color right under here, I want to make sure I do. We're going to be probably inking the background, and I don't want any blank page parts showing. So up here too. And we'll go up in here. There we go. I'm going to always rub this in a little bit too. Make sure it gets all in there. You probably, like I did, go out of bounds. You do a little erasing around the edges. You can use an electric eraser. You can use a regular plain one. Because it's just smeared pencil. It's not pencil lines. And there we have our bottle here. I know the light's shining on it, so it's kind of hard for you to see it all, but then we're going to go, I prefer to use a black pen when I do this, and I'm going to do it at the end, but I'll show you. You just go around these areas and turn them black. So you would just go around and color them in. This is, what am I using? Sakura Pigment Micron pen. And if you're curious, no, it does not bleed through. Okay, so all the black areas are going to be done like that. We're just going to go over them. And then while you're up and close and personal, literally because you're so close to it when you're doing that, if you notice any of these that you want to blend out, I just use the Caran Dash blending stick. It's a full blender, and it'll just smush all our pencil work together there. Smushing is a good thing. So all your colors, you don't have to put too much pressure on this, by the way. It just does a nice job of getting everybody where it should be. Okay, so bottle will be all done up. I'm going to check and see how long this is, and I'll be right back. Okay, I double checked and we got about 30 minutes on this. I'm going to leave these two little thingies here blank along with these beads, because I believe on the other side of the page we have some more of these kind of it's like a little tag or something, and I don't know if I want to bring some colors over to one side to the other. So if I have a lot of blue up here and a lot of purple and stuff, I might need to bring over a little bit of color on this side, so leaving this portion blank. So we have the pink bottle done, and I put the black on while I was checking out the timeline on this. So any place that you see that you need to touch up, because sometimes this dries a little different, just like when you paint, you'll have little white dots. Okay, so we're gonna let's see, I've got a little bit of time left, so I think we're going to go and work on up here in this area. I told you this is all going to be blue and this is going to be purple, and I know it's going to kind of look a little funny that I'm going to do the smoke type thing first and not the bottle, but just really not feeling the bottle right now. I know that kind of sounds funny, but that's just me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and let's see, get the smoke stuff going here. These are going to be done in the 3 tones of blue, so that, well, and white. Okay, we got to get the white tip clean because it's pink right now. So we have indigo. I believe this is blue slate. I can't read the name on it. And then sky blue light. And I got a new one of those, but I didn't get a new one of these, and I noticed I have to sharpen it. So we'll do that real quick. And what we're going to end up doing is taking, I'm going to sharpen the other one while I'm here. And I'm going to show you what we do. I'm going to darken in the little areas with the indigo. Okay, we're going to go here and up here and kind of up a little here. And then we're going to like darken some of the, where they're the tiniest, I guess I'm going to say. So we're going to darken it in here and then lighten it out, darken it in here, lighten that one out. We're just going to go through the whole thing. And put some where it's the tiniest spots all in the darkest blue. We're going to add some black in here too, so don't freak out, I got to turn the book. Okay, we're going to go across here. Just lightly put that in. So anywhere where it's the shadowy area or the tiniest little lines, we're just going to throw in the blues. Depends on how far I get there. We want to do this one, and it kind of goes over. And probably this one. Right in there, really dark. Can lighten going up. Gonna do the little curls. And lighten that area up. This one. So just go around and find the areas that you want darker. It doesn't even have to follow this pattern. You can do whatever you want. If you want all the curls to be dark, do them all dark. If you want them to have some light in them, make them light. It's just the way I'm going to do it, so. Darken that tip up. So we'll darken this tip up. Try to keep on camera. I'm doing a lousy job of that today. I'm so sorry. Okay. So you get the hint here. Everywhere you get a small one, you want to put the darker color. We'll put black in all these dark areas too to make it even darker. So we'll just do a couple more of these up here because they're all basically the same. And this one here. And this one here. The rest of it will just be the same kind of process here. How long you want to spend watch me put blue down on the page, but I want to kind of show you the next step. Okay, then like here, there's a little one here we can do. And there's one here. One here that goes the other way. One right in here. One up here. And that one's kind of big. We'll have one here. And this one. All right. The next step is to bring in the, yeah, I just totally took it off. Blue slate, slate blue. What are those colors? When I sharpened it, I took that name right off of it. Because you want to blend it in with the blue and then lighten it up when you come out. I'll just do a couple of these, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera. Okay. Same here. I'm going to put some of this over here too. because that'll be a deeper area that comes down. We want a shadow in here. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep turning the book, but that area needs to be a little darker, so make sure I grab the right color. Boy, I'm just going to get you guys dizzy. This is another reason why sometimes I like to do this coloring off camera, so I don't keep messing with the book. Get it all out of... Do this one as a skinny one, so we're going to go down one side of this. And in here. Get on to the next page over there. You can go back over these areas, if I'm in camera here, and darken up your dark areas there. Sounded silly too, didn't it? You can go over the dark areas and make it dark. Darker. Because when you put the other color on it, it lightens it up. Okay, just about done with this color. What's nice about this color combination too is it will change the color when you put the light color in here. That's why you start at dark and then you go down here kind of light. One, it'll blend the two colors in nicely. Get that a little bit more down here. But it'll also change that color a bit. We'll do that here, and then we'll bring in the sky blue light. And just put it in. I'll go over those stars because I don't know if I'm keeping them or not. I can always erase it out. And I'll blend that darker into the lighter blue too. So it just smooshes those two together. And I'm putting in pretty hard pressure here. I'll pull some of that down too. There we go. I'm going to leave a little of that alone, and we're going to throw white in some of these areas. Okay, we take, like I said, we're going to bring in black. We're going to add it in to the deepest spots here. Trying to navigate some spaces that you can see best with the black. And then we go back in those areas with the indigo blue. And you get that really nice dark depth of color there. If you left it black, it'd be okay, but when you go over it again with the blue, you're putting a blue hue over it, and it just looks like you've spent a lot of time getting that really dark. And I like that look, so that's what I'm after. And then I'll show you a little bit of the white and how I use that. Okay. So like right in this area here. Sorry, I'm moving that. It's underneath the book. So in this area here, I want this whiter. So I'm just going to go over it with the white. You can bring this down into the blue that we just put in there. And then you have one white one that'll go by the darker blue over here. So it'll blend it right in. And you have a highlight color here, which is almost pure white, but the blue blends right into it. and pull that color over. There we go. My little duster there. Then you go back in with the sky blue light, and you can add just a little blue in there. But it'll also have a white base, so it'll add a different color too. Just layering and layering. So basically that is how we're going to do that. This one needs to have a little bit more of the slate blue in here. There. Okay, so I just keep playing at it until I like the colors. So we'll keep going back with the black to get all those corners nice and tight. Go back in with the blues and blend them down a little bit more. So that is the way we do that, and that's where I'm going to end it since that took 20 minutes. And when we get back and do the next part, all that smoke will be down on both sides of the page. This little guy here is going to be purple. I'll color him on camera. I'm going to do these gem crystal things later. So that'll be done. And then in the next part, we'll do this bottle and do some work on the other page. I like to leave these last so I can bring the colors over to all the little gems so they have multicolors in them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in part 3. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you're enjoying. So take care, everyone. Bye now.